kids, it's me, Sunny Ray, and I am here in some stormy weather. Last week in our story, we heard how Jesus fed more than 5,000 people with only 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. After that amazing miracle, Jesus went away to pray by himself while the disciples got into a boat and headed out onto the water. Soon they found themselves caught in a terrible storm, and they saw something coming at them on the water. I wonder what will happen to the disciples. Who will rescue them? Will we learn that Jesus is near? Stay tuned, kids, because you will not want to miss this amazing story of Jesus walking on the water.
This is the story of when Jesus walked on the water and how a disciple named Peter wanted to walk on water too. Will Peter be able to do it? We know all things are possible when Jesus is near. On this day, Jesus had been teaching the crowds of people. He wanted to have some time alone to pray with God. So he instructed all his disciples to get into a boat and go ahead of him to the other side of the lake. After he had dismissed his disciples, Jesus went up on the mountainside by himself to pray. Later that night, a storm came up over the lake where the disciples were still in the boat. They were a little scared by the waves because the wind was against them and Jesus was not with them. Shortly before dawn, Jesus went out to them, walking on the lake. When the disciples saw him walking on the lake, they were terrified. "It's a ghost!" they said, and cried out in fear. But Jesus immediately said to them, "Take courage. It is I. Don't be afraid." "Lord, if it is you," Peter replied, "tell me to come to you on the water." "Come," Jesus said. Then Peter got down out of the boat, walked on the water, and came toward Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid. He took his eyes off Jesus and focused on his fear. Beginning to sink, he cried out, "Lord, save me!" Immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. "You of little faith," he said, "why did you doubt?" When they climbed into the boat, the wind died down. Everyone in the boat worshipped him, saying, "Truly you are the Son of God." The end.
When Peter was walking on the water with Jesus, he got distracted by the storms and took his eyes off of Jesus. Because of this, he started to sink. But when he yelled, "Lord, save me!" Jesus rescued him. Jesus was near. He was only an arm's length away. We all go through struggles and challenges. Sometimes the problems in our life make us feel like we are drowning, and we need someone to save us. But we can have faith that even though life is difficult, we can trust that Jesus is near. The Bible says in Hebrews 12:2, if we fix our eyes on Jesus, he is the pioneer and perfecter of our faith. Kids, this week, may you know that Jesus is near in your hard times, in your good times, and may your faith grow as you keep your eyes fixed on Jesus.